Hey friends, how you doing? So you might be wondering why I'm doing in an old barn today. Well, we've decided to do some spring cleaning, and I'm doing a deep cleaning to get rid of clutter. So on my property in Wyoming, I have this old dairy barn, and a portion of it I've turned into my office and studio, as well as another portion is my workshop and storage area. Now, if you're like me, I have kids. We end up storing a lot of clutter, a lot of things that take up space but don't add any value whatsoever. So as you can see behind me, there's old equipment, there's cars being worked on, there's stuff being stored. My son has a lawn care business that he stores his stuff and he runs out of here. Anyway, over time, we get a lot of clutter. So we've decided to clear out all that clutter from our lives. And our rule is if we haven't seen it or used it in the last year, we're getting rid of it. Now, as I was getting rid of this clutter, it made me think of clutter in our businesses. Do we have clutter that is taking up time, money, resources that just is distracting us from focusing on what matters the most to our businesses? So I was thinking about a client that I had. In the last year, and this client had a high-end coaching package. It was about $3,000, and then in order to do lead generation, they created a book. It was a good book. It was a free book plus $7.95 shipping and handling, and then a $19.95 upsell. Now we did pretty well with that, and we were able to liquidate our marketing costs and our advertising right on the front end, and we're making it profitable. The problem was that it was too much of a leap to go from $795 to $3,000. Good marketing and sales is an evolution. It mimics a normal, healthy human relationship and goes from little commitment to bigger commitment. But going from $795 to $3,000 was just too much of a leap. So, what the logical step then would be, we needed to fill that gap with something that was, maybe $100 and then something else maybe $500 in that range. So we should have focused our efforts on that. But instead, this particular client decided to clutter their business. They got involved and they rabbit trailed off on getting involved in this super complex shipping solution. They created a shipping location in their business. They invested in a expensive shipping software, and they created checklists. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is they did not address this big gap between their $795 and their $3,000 products. The logical thing would have been to fill that gap, but instead they rabbit trailed off in this other direction, working on shipping and handling. Now, shipping and handling and doing a good job shipping and over delivering to your customers is an important thing, but it's not the most important thing. It's the clutter in our business life that derails us and moves us away from doing what's most important. Like in my barn, there's so much clutter and crap behind me, I can't walk in, work on a project. I have to walk in, move 50 things of my son's lawn care business, or move these tools, or move these boxes. I even found I was storing 17 boxes of files from businesses over 10 years ago. That's clutter I don't need. I can get rid of that. Just like in my client's business, shipping and handling, that's great. That's a good thing to focus on. But it's taking away from your main focus. So my question for you today is, what clutter do you have either in your personal life or in your business life that is taking away from you focusing on what matters most to your business? Now, I've set 3 rules for myself in my own business, 3 things that I do on a daily basis. And I've done this in order to try to get rid of the clutter out of my life. Number 1, I always engage in some form of lead generation activity. Number 2, I'm always asking for the sale. Always, every day I have to ask for the sale. Some kind of activity that's asking for the sale. And number 3, I try to create a piece of content that supports either lead generation, number one, or the sale, number two. And so every day I try to get those three things done: lead generation, asking for the sale, and content creation that supports the first two. So, what do you need to do to refocus and declutter your life? Maybe it's time for a deep spring cleaning in your life and your business so that you can focus on what matters the most. Hey, thanks for listening. Now, if you haven't already got it, please follow the link below this video. Go grab your small business growth method, my 3-step formula for getting a constant flow of leads, consistent predictable sales, and a thriving business. It's a free roadmap that's my gift for you. You can download it and you look has each step lined out for you. The foundation, where we work on your audience targeting, your messaging, your epiphany story. The sales funnel, where we talk about your lead generation, your lead magnet, your core offer, your profit maximizer, and then step 3, the massive traffic, which we talk about your advertise on social media, your ad diagnostics, your content machine, and then scaling and growing your business. That's a free download. Just go to freakysmartmarketing.com/roadmap or follow the link below this video. I'll see you tomorrow.